Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing stakes. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized as keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm for Rick.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got Bobby Okereke. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Colts and...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline, it's complete. And athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the big story here in this one, Carson Wentz, of course, back in Indy. He was a 17-game starter as a Colts QB a season ago, picked up in a trade with Philadelphia. The numbers weren't all bad, 27 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions. But a Week 18 loss at 2-14 Jacksonville that kind of wrote the end of his time in the Circle City. And he was sent to Washington on March the 9th. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Wentz. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. formation. It's Ryan. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Ryan. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
They give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep line beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz got a man. It's Gibson complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And Ryan's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38, Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Throwing again, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Ryan. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Wentz. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, Wentz. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Into the red zone, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. Sly able to put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Colts to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Room here to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
2nd down and 8. Now it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Joseph's got it, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Look, I got some good music to put to that. I can have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Wentz to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Wentz to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Wentz will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Again, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
From the 45 on second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Ryan. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up second down. Wentz slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Encroachment, even.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one.
Yeah.